So this was originally gonna be a YouTube Shorts video, part 2 to the what happens in 5 seconds of a Wing Chun exchange, but I went too deep, so now it's a full-on video. And this is footage, again it's 5 seconds, but it's footage I did with my friend in a boxing sparring. And it's to drive the point home, which is that fighting will look like fighting, regardless of what it is. If you're truly applying it the right way, it's gonna look like everything else, in a sense, depending on the range and is it grappling or striking or whatever. And it goes to show the difference of when something's a combat sport versus martial art, in the sense that this is technically just a boxing sparring. It's under boxing rules, in a boxing ring, with boxing gloves, against the person who's competing in boxing. And yet, I've used Wing Chun, and it looks kind of just like regular boxing, but it is all about the close range. And we did 3 rounds of this sparring, and in all honesty, I got my ass completely kicked. He's way better than me, way stronger, he's a proper boxer. But still, I managed to get a couple of good moments that really demonstrate what I'm trying to say. So yeah, here's the 5-second clip.
People go, but it just looks like fighting.
And my thing is, no shit. Like,
Yeah.
what is it supposed to
Really?
look?
Somebody sees this for 3 or 5 seconds, you know exactly what the comment section is going to be. Oh, show me that working in a real fight. Nobody's going to stand still like that. No one's going to do blah, 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 blah. People look at this shit and go, oh, this is Wing Chun. It's not going to work. There's no Wing Chun MMA fights, right? Because we all know what's the saying. If you could see Wing Chun working, it's shitty Wing Chun. If you saw Wing Chun working, it just wasn't Wing Chun, right? If some guy won, you're not gonna go, dude, where was your Tansa? Where was your this? All this kind of stuff, right? So Wing Chun is supposed to be fast, economical, devastating.
So all the theory that you do in Wing Chun, all the chi saos and all these moves, when you actually spar, it's not that you revert to bad boxing. If you know what you're doing, you will see that all of these concepts simply translate into the short range fighting. And again, this is boxing, so it's less clear than it would be in like open hand MMA gloves or just like grappling with no gloves at all. But you can still clearly see that it's Wing Chun. So the whole point is, fighting's gonna look like fighting. It's not gonna look magical, it's not gonna look like this patty cake stuff that we see in movies. It's just gonna look like plain old fighting. And that's good. That's what it should be like. So yeah, Wing Chun gets a bad reputation, and again, I'm not a master, but in all honesty, when it comes to short range fighting, in all of the sparring sessions under many different rule sets, the martial art that has helped me the most in that range is definitely Wing Chun. It's all the Chi Sao practice and all the research I've done. That's what made me a better inside fighter. So like, there is a point to train Wing Chun. And what happens is, all these skills get developed through different martial arts, where you don't have to do Wing Chun. But that's not a Wing Chun problem, that's just how things work, because you can learn the same things in judo, wrestling, BJJ, and all of these arts. You can learn the same thing. And that's fine, as long as that same thing actually works. So yeah, that's just this video, and that's about it. Nothing much more to say.